welcome to our one-on-one video series. I'm Ken Clark, editor of HBSDealer. HBS stands for Hardware and Building Supply. And we're very happy to have Beth Casson, who's the event vice president of the National Hardware Show. We're very excited about her event coming up January 31st to February 2nd in Las Vegas, Nevada. Beth very famously once said that, quote, "We're in the business of building business." And hopefully she'll be able to expand on that during our brief discussion today. Beth, say hello to our audience.
Hello, audience, and hello, Ken. Thank you for having us on. We are excited to have the conversation, and we're really looking forward to 2023. Things are well underway, and we are in the heat of it at the moment, so it's getting exciting.
Big news. One of the really big stories for us recently was the announcement that there will be 3 massive shows taking place in one location. Yes. Can you talk about those synergies you're going to find with the Builder Show and KBIS?
Yeah, absolutely. This actually goes back way before my time, this discussion on whether or not these shows should kind of be in one space at one time. And it's been probably a good 7-8 years that discussion has gone on, and we finally have gotten to a point where we're able to do it. So we are really excited to co-date with these partners, and builders, they've got the pros coming in, so that's exciting. Kitchen and bath, you've got a lot of architects, designers going into that space, plumbing. So we are, looking forward to being able to kind of create this CES style event for the home improvement design and construction week. That's, as organizers, what we went into. And it's really not only based on our historic, I guess, insights, I would say, into what other shows everyone goes to. A lot of the hardware audience also visited the Builders and Kitchen and Bath show, and same for them. And so one of the trends coming out as we, all recover from COVID is very much around more meaningful trips and less of them. And so that was one of the things that we took into play to say, okay, well, you know what, how can we bring this together? How can we make it more valuable for all of our customers and communities by kind of partnering up and working together? And so it'll be a great trial. That's what it is this year, a nice trial to see how this works. The only complaint so far or concern I've gotten is, how am I going to walk all of those miles and miles of show space? Other than that, it's been really positively received, I would say.
Well, my answer to that is you wear comfortable shoes.
Yes, sneakers are allowed and encouraged.
Can you take us through some of the things that are going to be new at the event this year?
Yeah, absolutely. And as you said, Reed Exhibitions, we rebranded recently to RX Global, and that is what the brand or the company that organizes the National Hardware Show. And we are in the business of building businesses. And what that really means is, trade shows exist to help the community that they serve. That's the whole concept. There's no other reason for it to happen. And so over the past couple editions, we've spent a lot of time reimagining what the show needs to be and talking with our customers, both on the attendee and vendor side, to say, hey, what do we need to do? How do we continue to serve you? And, what keeps coming out is there's a lot of questions around technology and trends and buying habits and how that all relates. And so we kind of came up with our new slogan is, the future of home improvement. And with our move to an earlier time frame being the first show out of the gate, our goal is really to continue on providing some of the great things we've always provided, which is, inventors and new trends and new products, but also kind of building on all of that. And so we did launch Habitat 2 editions ago. We've now kind of cemented its position as the home for all things innovation and discovery at the event. So you'll see that highlighted and escalated even more this year. There's really 4 pillars within Habitat. It's all about consumer trends that shape consumer buying behaviors. We plan to actually jury a number of companies this year and display 50 products that have been kind of selected in line with these trends that we know are important to consumers. Then we have the inventors, of course, and we're working with the United Inventors Association to really build that space up even more. And that is in partnership with the United Inventors Association. We also have a new product area where all innovation is covered. And then we have our main stage and education center, all within Habitat now, which is a little bit different than it has been in the past. And a lot of those keynotes will really be all around, the technology, innovation, merchandising solutions. And we're actually going to do some fun Shark Tank style pitch panels as well on that main stage. So that's one thing that's new. You look like you had a question though, so I'll stop for a minute. Let you ask.
Well, another thing that I read about that's new is the influencer panel. Would you perhaps you consider our staff here at HBS Dealer influencers?
I mean,
we try to influence the industry, but I know you have a special invitation to those YouTubers out there who are making noise in this space. Can you talk about that a little?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Influencer Summit is created just for that, is to give people insight into that space, how to leverage them and work with them. Because I don't know if you know this, I think it's something upwards of $6 billion of marketing spend has been shifted into using influencers. And we had influencers at the show in 2022, and they came around, they went to different booths, they did all of this fun demos. They actually operate our Favorite Finds program. Kevin O'Connor was one of them, even though he's a little bigger than an influencer on YouTube, but he actually came and helped out as well. And so we wanted to really expand that program and give retailers and vendors access to multiple influencers within the space that will be able to help get their name brand out and help build some loyalty. Customers, not even my generation, but younger than my generation, are primarily looking to those influencers to make purchasing decisions. So we figured, why not bring that audience into the mix and give everyone a little more access.
Another thing that's new going into 2023 is society's attitude toward the pandemic and travel and getting together in large groups.
Yes.
You took over your role at a very exciting time.
Yeah.
That's a euphemism for a very challenging time. Talk about those years through the pandemic that you continue to operate and what you might have learned from them and what you expect.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot less requirements when it comes to COVID regulations. Of course, we still encourage everyone to be safe and healthy and wear a mask if they're comfortable or don't if they're comfortable. But I think it really has changed. I mean, it's changed society, right? We know that, but it also has changed how trade shows will operate. I think there is a new desire to get more out of those shows. If you are going to travel and potentially you look at that as putting yourself at risk from a health perspective, you want to make sure that show you go to, you can check a lot of different boxes off. So the other new that we're introducing this year is actually, product discovery will remain core, but technology is a big piece of things. And so we've introduced this new technology neighborhood, I would call it. And we actually are thinking of live streaming some of that content and pushing that out while we're on site for those that won't be able to come. And I think that's one of the things that has definitely cemented itself as an important thing coming out of the pandemic is, some people will never want to travel again. It's the reality, but how we can operate in that space and offer hybrid solutions and offer access to different things is still a critical thing that I think we're all working on trying to figure out. So technology will be a big factor in 2023.
Well, I think I can speak for our team here at HBSDealer. We can't wait to travel to Las Vegas and check out the big show. And you've been very generous with your time. There's a lot to talk about. We could go on for hours.
I'm sure we
keep
could.
it quick. What are the three things you got to hit to our audience who's going to be in Las Vegas for the National Hardware Show?
All right. So for sure, Habitat. Do not miss Habitat. It's going to be bigger, better, and a lot more wow than it ever has been. The technology and merchandising solutions space, I think, is a critical space to check out. And then I would say the other thing that could be really interesting to check out is some of the new work that we're doing with NHPA, and they're really doing some different exciting things. We've reimagined that partnership, so they'll have a lot of content on the stage too. So those would be the three places I would spend time with. Of course, check out the other shows. That is why we're doing it, but a little selfishly, I just want everyone to spend their time at the hardware show.
Beth, thanks so much for joining us today, and good luck, and we'll see you in Las Vegas.
All right, thanks so much. See you there.